3, 2, 1. Sip of the lean.
Sip of the Kool-Aid.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the first time back on video. If you guys are watching this either on podcast or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, it's going to be on YouTube now.
YouTube, nice.
So we're doing video and welcome back. Oh, can you see the drip? I don't think they can see it.
I don't think they can see the ice, Brian.
No, just
Show them the ice.
this motherfucker pulls up. He's like, "You got ice?" And I was like, because I had it inside my shirt, and I was like, "Yeah, I got ice."
But Bryce,
Whoa.
Brian, that's not the ice I was talking about.
Yeah.
I was talking about for the special, Kool-Aid.
For the Kool-Aid.
The special Kool-Aid.
Damn.
Fuck, bro.
Anyways, so how are you? How you doing?
Surviving. How are you doing? Yeah.
Surviving too. It's really hard out here in the streets.
It is. Adulting.
Yo, for real
Adulthood.
though. Somebody said, I saw this post and it said 18 to 25, you're gonna see that pass like a flash. Bro,
I'm almost 25.
I'm almost 24. I'm like, bro, that shit's crazy.
And it did fly by.
It did. Like, honestly, but when I was in it in the moment though, it wasn't flying by. But now when I look back at it, I'm like, damn. It actually did fly by.
I miss being 18, man.
I miss just being 20. Bro, you missed it. I know we talk about it all the time, but you missed it whenever we would have like the house parties at my sister's house.
Yeah.
My older sisters.
But it's because, Brian, I ain't gonna lie. The reason I wouldn't go often, I just wasn't
a drinker?
I wasn't a drinker at the time. Yeah. I don't do the za, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would occasionally go.
Yeah.
Here and there.
You go, oh shit, I spilled my shit. Okay, but yeah, and like I was gonna say, like, because I feel like now, I think we said this last podcast, the roles are kind of reversed now.
Explain.
I feel like now I don't really do as much drinking compared to this motherfucker.
Hey man, I don't do. Okay, maybe occasionally, but like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. You were different, bro. Like I heard stories about Goober Sanchez. You know what I mean?
Whenever
I heard stories of Goober Sanchez.
Those were like the alter egos. Remember?
Yeah, when you were drunk. Yeah. I remember Ari told me that you guys went out and y'all stopped in the middle of like the road and you did some crazy shit.
Ah, fuck. Anyways, like no. So
like, and you don't even remember that.
No, I remember what you're talking about. And I do remember some of it. But no, it's because we went to a friend's party. Cops pulled up. They're like, "You guys being too loud. Wrap it up. If not, I mean, we'll be back later, or something like that. And if everybody's not gone, then."
Shutting that shit down.
There was like, of course, some people who were maybe like underage.
That's crazy, Brian.
like drinking wise.
Drinking
wise,
man. That Diddy stuff. I don't know.
No, not like the not Diddy stuff.
Hey, Brian.
Like I was plus 18. I hope so, but it was mostly because there was like alcohol there at the time. I think I was probably underage at that time.
No way.
No, not underage.
We were already graduated, so
because it was probably like 20.
Maybe, you were probably like 20 or 19, maybe
20 or 21. So maybe I wasn't under.
Okay. I think you were 20 at least.
I might have been 20 at the time. So I was like,
so technically,
the legal limit of drinking.
Right.
Drinking.
But we already knew you were an alcoholic by 18, bro.
Not by 18, like by. I want to say.
Keep it 100, Brian. Keep it 100.
I want to say. Because it never really happened until I lived with my sister. Like alcohol and all that stuff happening. So I don't know how old I was at the time. I was maybe like 20, 21, 22.
No way you were 21. There's
21?
no way. There's no way.
I know I drank a little bit before 21.
You did, yeah.
But
a little bit.
No, yeah, it was a
Brian,
little bit.
hell no.
No, because it was with my sister when I was like all the time, and that was whenever I forgot how old I was when I was living with her. But dude, time flies by like crazy.
Because, bro, I think that was 21. I was
20?
21.
So I had to be 20. So then, yeah, 20 then.
Because I was 21, bro. And people would encourage me to drink, but I was like, nah, it's not for me. But your ass, you were going ham, bro. So you were definitely not 21 if I was 21.
Yeah, just for the people out there, I was 21.
Right, he was 21.
I was 21. Correction. But like, as somebody who was older, like 21, would you have like, maybe some girls or brothers, cousins, like hit you up, or friends like hit you up, be like, hey, can you pick us a bottle or something?
No, not alcohol, but
No?
it would be like that vape crap.
Oh, really?
Like the Juul, the carts. Yeah, they would hit me up. And,
Yeah.
Yo, can you hook us up?
Like the Geek Bar?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
But they would be there. It was the little vape thing.
Yeah.
But never for alcohol. No.
No?
No.
Damn. Luckily I had a sister. I would have been like, hey, yo, Luis, pull up.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You never asked for anything.
No, mostly because
Someone close did ask a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I would hook
to
her
me
up.
or
No,
to
us.
Oh, to us.
Yes.
Oh.
And I would hook her up with alcohol or whatever.
Oh, okay. Damn.
But she was also 21.
Oh.
She was also 21.
Right. But anyways, that's what happened in the back. Now is now.
Never
So what was your
24,
question?
man.
Yeah. Your question though.
Oh yeah. So Brian.
Yeah.
Before the podcast.
Yeah.
We saw a young couple.
Yeah.
Your little sister
Yeah.
and her boyfriend.
Yes.
And I'm like, Brian, like, who the hell is this?
Because you thought it was your cousin, or he looked like your cousin.
I was like, who the hell is this? It looks just like my cousin, bro.
Yeah.
And obviously, the difference is my cousin has curly hair and he had straight, flat
Wavy
hair.
I won't say wavy hair.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
You see him more than I do. And I'm like, Brian, what's going on here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's my sister's boyfriend. I was like, what? So talk to me about that. Like, how do you feel that your little sister's dating now, and is gonna be going through what you went through? You know what I mean? In high school.
Well, she's almost about to be like graduated, and she's damn near almost 18 now. So at the same time, I'm like, originally when she had like her old boyfriend, not this one, but the last one,
The ex,
yeah,
The ex.
At first it was weird because I was like, what the fuck, this kind of look weird, because I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
So should I talk to the guy? Should I?
Should I even talk to her? Like, because how should it be? Should it be like in the movies where like I'd be like the intimidating brother? I remember he pulled up the ex, and you were like, "What's up,
Man, that was at the party.
Yeah.
That was at the party. Yeah,
because we were all like cholo themed.
That was a cholo theme for your birthday party. Yeah, and he pulled up, and we were like, no, but the ex was cool. He was like a little timid.
Yeah,
he looked like he wasn't gonna like,
be a heartbreaker.
That, or like he wasn't looking for something else.
Ooh.
If you know what I mean. He looked like he was genuinely like in a relationship with you. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's really right there. Like now, it's just more like it's just like my older sister. She's dating or has a fiance now, so it's more like okay.
But I feel like it's just different when it's your older sister.
Yeah, that's true. With my older sister, I really didn't even care. With my younger sister, it's a little bit more different, because it's my younger sister, and like I'm like, I guess you could say like your older sister, she's supposed to be more wiser, more everything like that, but like I'm like, dude, bro, that bitch, hell nah, she's not wiser. But I see my younger sister though, she's legit more. She's more, I guess you could say more intelligent or more mature for her age, whatever, when it comes to like dating and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. How so?
I feel like she basically, if you like mess up, that's a wrap. Like you're gone. I want to say like that.
So she doesn't do second chances.
That
you know of.
As far as I noticed, no. If there was second chances, they were like maybe like on thin ice. So besides that, I don't know. So how about yours though?
Man, I mean, mine
Cause what, your younger sister's a high schooler now, or
about to be, yeah.
oh, she's still not a high schooler?
No, she's in 8th grade.
8th grade,
Yeah.
bro. What the fuck? I thought your sister was like at least a freshman or a sophomore.
Hell no, almost a freshman, but like, I'm pretty sure she obviously dated quotations because it's not like serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like I haven't experienced that where she's bringing a boy home, man, and I don't really want to experience that.
No, I was gonna tell you, you probably will.
I know eventually I will.
Yeah,
but I'm not ready for that, man. So I thought let's talk about it, Brian.
It's kind of hard because like it's kind of hard to say because there's like obviously it's mostly like my dad who's more of like the I guess has to be the more timid.
Yeah, how's your dad with like her boyfriends and stuff?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know. You live in the same house.
I don't talk to him though like about that stuff. So
no, obviously, but you don't like see it.
I mean, he just talks to him like it was
normal?
just another person coming. I guess I don't know. For me, it's just more like I'm like, all right, what's up, and I leave.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
So you don't give a fuck. But you said he brings you pizza. He like bribes you.
He doesn't bring pizza. I mean, he brings pizza, but like it's for like everybody though.
Oh, but you still get a slice or 2 or 3 or 4.
I didn't really start until I guess. I realized I think it was from. It's from the place that he works. I forgot the name of it, but it's okay pizza. It's pretty good. I like it. Not Little Caesars good, but not Little. You see, if it's Little Caesars, it might win me over. Or
but
something.
Why? I love Little Caesar too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But what is it about Little Caesars that you love compared to Domino's or Papa John's?
I want to say since I probably grew up with it, just brings back like memories, good memories from when I was a kid. So maybe it's just more nostalgic.
Right. I think it just hits different.
It hits different, yeah. There's something about it where I'm just like I can just fuck up a Little Caesars anytime, but then now I realize like fuck, bro, like I could fuck up a whole Little Caesars by myself. I'll be like, no, basically.
I mean,
I'm not a big fan of their breadsticks or anything else. It's just the pizza though. But
have you had like a deep dish?
I had their deep dish.
What do you think?
I'm sure they're good, but not as good as the regular
For real,
pizza.
I think the deep dish is their best.
Oh, you like it deep?
Yep. Their deep dish is their best, in my opinion.
No, but like, anyways, going back to like the dating thing, really though, I would say you just won't be really prepared for it.
Ah, fuck.
When your sister gets to that age, maybe you're freshman, sophomore, junior year, whenever she starts dating. Yeah, just won't be ready for it. It's kind of hard because I was thinking about like whenever I started, or whenever like me personally, whenever I started dating in high school, I was like, what would the brothers think, or what would like the dad or stepdad think
of you?
Of me, yeah. And then I'm like,
whoa, I've never thought of stuff like that.
And then I'm just like, am I making a good impression? Or I know for the mom at least, I made a good impression for her.
Which ex are you talking about?
The main. And so what about you? Did you ever meet any of your exes, like brothers or siblings? Or
a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Damn.
Yeah. So obviously you're always nervous.
Yeah.
But
fuck, for real, I was nervous.
But I think it's just all about your vibe and being yourself.
Yeah.
And being respectful, obviously.
I was mostly respectful and like shitting bricks.
Why?
Because I remember there's one time we were like I think we ate outside or something because it was summertime. And then they made like some barbecue basically.
For your ass? Just because you were coming or just because?
I don't know, honestly. And I remember I was like, I finished and I was like, dang, I can go for some seconds. But
you said that?
No. In my head, I was like, damn, I can go for some, like, imagine, like, I'm just sitting here, I'm eating my food, I'm basically the only one finished, and I'm like, damn, I can go for some seconds right now. That shit was good. But then I looked around and everyone's still eating, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, I was gonna wait till somebody else went for it first, so I can be like, all right, shing. But I think I just didn't grab anything because I was just too nervous. I really was just like shitting bricks.
So what kind of things were they asking you about or like talking about?
They just asked about my folks and what they did.
In English or Spanish?
What do you mean?
Like did they talk to you in English or Spanish?
They talked to me in English. They were mostly like, like I would say, because the mom was white and the stepdad was Hispanic, but he was mostly talking English because I think he was born here or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they would just talk English, and they just asked me about me, what I do, what do I like to do. I don't remember exactly what I said at the time, and I'm not sure if they actually asked those questions, but I just making it up as we go.
Now, were you yourself, or were you like putting up like?
I was putting up like
an act.
An act.
Why, Brian? Be yourself, man. You
because I was at their house and I didn't want to seem like like Brian, in high school.
100 one of the brothers is kind of like you. You'd play games with them and stuff.
Like, so when stuff comes like that, like I would talk to the brother about it, like about anime and all that. But this is like around the first time, like we actually like. First time I think I went over to the house, or second time, so I wasn't like fully like me, I guess you could say.
I mean, the nerves, right?
Yeah, just being nervous and all that stuff. And now I'm just like, bro, fuck.
Is that the only time you've met parents?
Only time I met parents? I'm trying to think back. Mostly yes, though, because most were just like either like behind doors or something like.
What do you mean behind doors?
Like like whenever you're just not, you guys are just talking at first, and so you're not meeting their parents right away. Maybe you're like, oh, like
you're just going on dates.
When is your parents like getting out of the house? And then
you had a sneaky link.
It wasn't like a sneaky link though, because there were like somebody who I was talking to, like interested in.
But you're hiding behind everyone.
But only the parents though, like maybe meet up. And
even me, you were hiding behind me. I don't know this person.
Maybe you do know that person, but
is it is it the twin?
What are the twins? Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was thinking someone else.
Well, no.
Wait, you guys actually met up and stuff?
No. No comment. This was the time where like like we were just talking and everything like that was happening.
Then what do you mean?
And
are your parents home?
We would talk about like, oh, so like just talking about like, oh,
keep it 100, Brian. Don't slither your way through this.
Well,
keep it 100.
Well, I slithered through it because it's like not very like something I want to fully say, because it's more like there's not like a business I want to say, because like
you don't want to put it out there,
how it ended basically between me and her, how I was basically the bad guy in the story.
Understandable. Respectful,
Yeah, so it's nothing like, oh, like.
But my thing is just like, why were you asking about parents if you guys weren't like hanging out?
I think I just asked them like, what do they do for a living?
Because I'm about to say, if calculations are right, I think we were doing the same thing at the same time, and we didn't even know it. Hey, we didn't even know it till like months later. You know what I mean?
Damn. Hopefully they don't see this thing. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, but I don't know. Besides that, I never met any parents, or I never met any parents before. Only parents I've ever met were like maybe my my homegirls.
That's different though. Like,
yeah, that's different though, because it's
like your homegirl.
At the time, I just acted like myself at the time.
Yeah,
so.
You have to.
Why
would you put an act?
Oh, because I need to.
Nah, be yourself.
Nah, I couldn't be myself. I couldn't be myself.
Why? What's wrong with the real Brian?
A lot.
I don't.
Back
I don't,
then,
I don't
a
think
lot.
nothing's wrong with
You
the
see,
real Brian.
you're a guy, so it would be different. But like you're a guy, and then you're my age, so it's you get it. But like when it comes to the older folks, everybody be like,
But how do you know that?
how do I know it?
Yeah.
Cause
So you're saying when you're their age, and the next generation of O'Brien comes, are you gonna be like, ugh?
like if I see somebody acting like how I did when I was younger,
Yeah. Like how are you gonna act towards
I'll
them?
be like, bro, you gay as hell. So yeah.
Okay, fair.
Mostly because like of the jokes that I made and just how I acted. Really, I don't really tend to do that a lot anymore. I would like just
Yeah,
maybe
you're a lot more serious now, Brian.
more.
You have your gay jokes here and there, but
Yeah, I do for sure, but like I feel like it only comes out when I'm playing like my games, just joking around. I guess or either whenever the boys are together, like the
Right,
one
yeah.
time me and you, Colin and Brandon, or was it just me and you and who was there that one time?
what one time are you talking about?
Like the last time we hung out,
I
and
don't
that
know.
guy spilled like the drinks or the drink.
It was at your house.
Yeah.
It was Noah, Colin, me, you. Yeah.
Oh, that's 4. Okay.
Just
Yeah.
the four. Yeah.
I feel like-
Brandon had something going on. Oh, he was making up excuses not to pull up, and Noah kept giving him
like,
resolutions.
come on,
He
But now
kept
it's
giving him
Noah.
resolutions.
Now
Now
it's
it's Noah's
Noah.
bitch ass because he's simping.
He's simping for real. Like, damn.
But I respect that life. I was part of that life, and shout out Noah. You know what I mean?
The simping life.
The simping life and the other life that he's in now.
I agree. Like, now, if a baby girl came through, would I be simping? Probably.
Yes. I won't be mad at you.
Maybe if I like.
I wouldn't even make fun of you, bro. I'd be like, shout out Brian.
Shut up. I think I'll pull like a Brandon or a Noah, just be like disappear for a while until like Shotty leaves, and I'm like, hey guys, how you guys
Hey guys, I'm in town for this day and this hour exact.
Shout
What
out
are we
Noah.
doing? Shout out Noah
Shout out Noah.
or Brandon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's the move? We make a plan. Oh man, I'm actually at Five Guys, smashing some burgers.
That's crazy though. I mean,
But everybody has their own life. You know
This
what I mean?
is-
So
the-
I'm not even like we're joking here. We're not.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
hating. I respect.
No. But I feel like this is like the meme that I see online where it says like this is the time skip for the boys.
What do you
Like
mean?
so the arc whenever like everybody's doing their own things basically right now in life, because we're still in that age where we're still like trying to figure out some of us know what we're doing. Some of us are still figuring out the directions where we're supposed to, like where we want to go, working on it. And cause I guess you could say like Noah, he finished school, he knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, nah, man. This man has been talking about being a pilot since high school, bro. Like this man would talk to me about being a pilot and all his interests, and now that he's living that dream, like damn, that motherfucker did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm proud of Noah, bro, for real. That man had a dream and he really did it. He's living that shit.
He's living that shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And right now I feel like he's kind of more focusing on his career path, because he still needs to finish his hours still, right?
I have no idea.
Well, hopefully, I know he still needs. Last time I heard, he still needs to finish his hours, and he's probably trying to find a lady to settle down with. Finally
yeah.
accomplish that goal.
But see,
And then you got everyone else in the friend group who's just trying to figure out their career path.
Noah, Brian. Remember that one question you asked me, the last episode?
No.
Where, career over family or what?
Oh yeah.
I think that question would really fit Noah because his career requires a lot of traveling,
Yeah.
and so does Noah want that family or not? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So next time he's on, we gotta ask him that.
Yeah, we gotta ask him. Be like, yo, Noah. That was really interesting. I really want to know from Noah's, but I don't know. At the same time, I feel like we don't want to be like expose Noah too much.
Exposed? What do you mean? It's a normal conversation.
I mean, like maybe like his baby girl takes it the wrong way. His baby girl takes it the wrong way.
True, but at the same time, I think those are conversations that
It needs to happen.
no, that they would
Eventually.
eventually have. Not needs to happen, but it would eventually have. And obviously, we can always cut it out if he's not comfortable with it.
Yeah, that's true. But hopefully he's comfortable with it.
But as a friend, I am curious. As a
Yeah.
friend, I am curious to see where Noah's mindset is on that. But
what about yours?
The man's hard to get. You know what I mean? He's in town for like 5 minutes and then he's gone.
Yo, that's low-key true. He'll be here for like a day.
A few hours, bro. Not even a whole day. A few hours.
He's like, hey guys, I'll arrive here on
At 6 p.m. Hey, what's the move at 8 p.m.?
Yep.
Oh, I have a flight the next morning, 6 a.m. Fuck that, bro. Nah, but hey, he makes time for his boys. And shout out to him, bro. He's always making time for us.
Fuck, I don't know how he does that.
I don't know how he does it
I wouldn't
either,
be able to
man.
do that. I'd be like, I gotta go home.
But that's just Noah, man. He loves his boys. He loves his men, bro. So shout out Noah.
Yeah, he does love his men.
Anyways, what were you gonna say?
I forgot. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Like what? Like when and when?
Just now before I said that about Noah.
Oh. I said, what about you though? Like, what is like your current? Right now, you're just like figuring out your your career right now, your path.
Man, I don't even know what my path is, bro. Honestly, I really don't.
And you see, and that's what I feel like everybody, besides Noah, out of like the group, is at right now. I want to say like, don't want to say the names, but like Vector.
The boys know who they are.
Yeah, Vector, me, you. We're just trying to, we're just getting at that age where we just got to be like more locked in. Don't cry on me, boy.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna what? But you got me thinking now, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what's this life about? You know what I mean? Like,
for me, I'm just like, I just need to find something, get it over with, so I can just like fucking just work and play my games.
but you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, Brian. Last episode, you really had me thinking, man.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a family is the dream.
A dream.
Yeah. Maybe getting married with a good woman and having kids. Maybe that is the dream, bro.
That's my dream.
Maybe that's a good dream. You know what I mean?
I want to say for sure. But then I think about what if
What if what?
What if I do pursue my dream, my career?
What
dream?
even is your career dream?
I want to start an OnlyFans.
Hey, man, I support it.
No, I really start to really think about it, and I'm just like, it'll be starting like doing YouTube again. Like I said a lot of times, but
My thing is just, why don't you, man? You have the equipment. You know how to edit. What's stopping you, man?
I don't know. That's a good question that maybe I gotta like look more deeper in.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I knew how to edit. I wish I had the patience to learn how to edit. I don't.
I'll tell you though, like I want to say I don't really know how to fully edit, but I know like a little thing here and there. I want to be able to edit like a movie or anything, but I can edit like a YouTube video or like something like small. But
Brian, that's all you really need, bro. Like,
yeah,
you just told me you know how to do it. You just, what's stopping you, man?
oh shit.
Not continue.
It's pretty hard to say, to be honest. Who's that? Baby girl?
No, that's my mom.
Oh, shit. I don't know. That's really good. Honestly, it's just like when I really started thinking about how much time I've had back then compared to now. I want to say like, just when I start to think about it, it just makes me lazy. I'm just like, bro.
Then it sounds like you don't want it that badly.
Then yeah, that's the thing that I don't understand about myself. I said like I want it, or I think I want it, but then when it really comes down to it, I'm like, how do I want it? How do I go for it? How or just how? But then it's just something where I feel like It's just something has to change, I guess.
But is it just not fun for you or what?
I don't know. I don't know. Like when I start to think about it, I'm like, oh my god, yes. Like the thought about it makes me like excited. But when I come down to it, I'm just there. I'm just like, well, what do I even record? What do I even do?
Your life, bro. Everyone.
Bro, it's just gonna be
Your
me
life.
in my bed just jerking it.
Yo, that'd be a funny, segment of your day. But
I'll be like, hey guys, I'm gonna be cooking with my mom.
no, but listen, you don't even have to talk. You don't even have to speak, bro. You know those
Mhm.
videos where they just show themselves doing the crap. You could, show yourself doing that, getting up, brushing your teeth, going to work,
Hey guys,
showing a little bit of that crap.
I'm going to St. Paul's food pantry. Nice clip. Is
That's
me.
fine, bro. That is fine, bro.
God will forgive me. Yeah, okay, look, it's fucked up. But I don't know, but I think we should move on from that because I don't know how to exactly answer that.
That's fine. I don't think we all know how to answer anything.
I mean, do you have any more other questions or should we move on to the ones that I
Let's
have?
move on.
Okay. So I said, okay, so this one is, what do you see in the future, like in Indiana, like 25 years from now or 20 years from now? Like, do you see it looking the same or having more buildings? Or do you see, like, finally people having, like, cars that can drive itself? Like, everyone having it, or mostly everybody.
Are we
having
talking
it.
about Indianapolis or just as a whole future?
As a whole.
Hopefully, yeah. Flying cars, hopefully.
Flying car. I don't think we'll ever get to flying cars.
You don't ever
in
think
our
that?
lifetime.
In our lifetime?
No.
You're right. I don't see it either, but
I can see it happening, like, eventually. Maybe my great, maybe 3 great grandchild. So maybe, like, 3 centuries? That's 100 years, right? Centuries?
bro,
Fuck.
what? You're gonna have 3 greats in 3 centuries?
Well,
I think you just fucked my head up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You fucked my head up, bro.
what are you talking
That's
about?
so hard to think about. Like,
What?
your great, bro. What?
Yeah, because, like, well, how I see them, I think about them, like, living maybe to, like, 90 years, so, But they might have more kids younger age, so
Bro.
I get that. So that might be my
Hey,
great,
your family tree gonna be.
Am I end with me or continue?
No, it's gonna continue, but like, yeah, I feel like the Guevaras are just horny motherfuckers. If they're coming from you, I can't really speak for your sisters, right?
Yeah.
But from you, I feel like they'd be horny motherfuckers.
I hope so. Get their, clap some cheeks.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if you,
Or get their cheeks slapped.
can I insult your future daughter?
My future daughter?
Yeah, can I insult her?
Hell no.
I'll respect it, but I was gonna say some crazy shit. I
I think I would be one of those strict.
No, don't be strict, because then they'll turn out.
They'll be crazy.
They'll be like sneaking out. You know what I mean?
They'll be like,
Fuck dad.
K, then D.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you, bro. That is so fucked up.
No,
But
no.
hey, man, like, I can't really say much, but fuck you, man.
Okay.
I'm not offended by any man.
Yeah,
But that's so
yeah,
fried.
yeah.
I just
That's
it
right. that's right.
clicked.
Yeah, it clicked. But sometimes when I really start to think about it, that question, thought daughter or gay son?
But see, that's the thing. I feel like you might have in your no, I can't speak for your sisters, but for you, I feel like your little
Thought daughter?
hoe daughter too, man. Like thought hoe daughter, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck, I hope not.
Hey, man,
I don't
I'm keeping it 100 with you, man.
But what do you do, right?
I'd be.
If you catch your daughter in the bed
Why? No. Whoa.
with some crazy motherfucker,
Man, don't ask me this, bro.
like you're the single dad, right?
Nah, wait. Why am I the single dad?
I'm just saying.
That hurt.
I'm
The
just-
single dad?
I'm just saying, like you're
Like,
single.
damn,
dad.
like I wasn't good enough for my wife. Fuck.
Oh, she died.
Oh man, that hurts now. Like I'm
Yeah.
heartbroken now. Like
Okay,
you
she left
offended me.
you.
You offended me. Now you're offending me again.
Okay, you have a wife
Okay.
with you,
Okay.
and you guys came back from a date night. and you both catch your guys' daughter hoeing around.
Easy. Easy. I'm gonna let the wife handle that.
Oh.
First, I'm gonna let the wife handle that first, and then
What if your daughter turns out to be a lesbian?
That would be too bad.
Would you be okay? Would you be okay with that hoeing around? Just with girls though. I'll be like, hell yeah, go for it.
I'd be okay with a lesbian daughter, but please don't like.
No strap on.
No. I don't care what they do sexually. I don't care.
Okay.
But my thing is, please don't, cut your hair like a boy. Don't cut your hair, man. Because I know they're gonna end up with curls. Please don't fuck up your curls.
Damn. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I know there's some lesbians who don't,
Yeah.
do all that. So please be one of them.
Okay.
Like, I don't care if you're, lesbian or not, but like, please don't change your appearance. You know what I mean? Because then my baby girl is gonna, be someone else.
Shit.
My little baby girl,
So yeah, I mean, the same thing for me. I don't know why I'll do. I think I just like. Would you just say if you do walk in, and you do hear it, right?
Oh, man.
Right?
Is she lesbian still?
No, this is with a dude.
Now you're fucking me, man.
For me, if I heard it, I'll just walk out of the house.
100%. What you gonna do? Walk in?
I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'll be like,
no. This is what I would do. If I hear it, okay. But once he goes home or whatever, fuck, I'm having a conversation with her.
Yeah.
Hey man, you better respect my home. You better find a way where it's not being heard or something, but
yeah,
or do it in somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you better respect this house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Respect this house.
Respect the house. Something that I think I would do too as a parent, because I don't want to catch either of my kids masturbating. Also,
you can't even say that about masturbating. You can't say that. Bro.
I'll text them and be like, "Hey, I'll be home in 5 minutes." So they have a heads up how much time they got left. If they're beating their meat or something else, whatever futuristic gender
that's what you
shit.
do, bro.
No, I'm just saying for just for people getting so nobody gets caught and
So why are you assuming that if you're not home, your kids are masturbating?
Because that's how just teenager boys are.
That is true, but
so I'll just
so you're saying for hey man, I already know what you're doing, your hormones. I'll be home in 5 minutes. You better finish up, clean up, wash your hands.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's just mostly just basically also just saying if they're either doing some shit where I'm ooh, I don't want to know about.
Would you ever have that talk with your kids?
Like
sex? The sex? Yeah.
Depends.
On what?
If it's my daughter, I'll let my wife handle that. If I don't have no wife, I'll let the homegirl handle that.
Who would you?
Probably Ari.
Ari, okay.
Or somebody who actually takes
Oh my, you're fucked up, bro. You're fried.
I'll be I'll say maybe either. Dang, that's a hard one. Janet or Jocelyn. One of those two.
You think Jocelyn would be the right person for that?
Yeah, you're right. Probably Janet. And if it was my son, I think I'll just be hey.
Always put it in the wrong hole.
Always put it in the wrong. Put it in the top hole.
Put it in the top hole.
Then she's ow.
Just like my dad.
Whoa.
That was your son saying that, not you saying that. I had to clear it up.
Yo, okay. Going back to the this one's interesting.
Bro, you asked me about the future of Indianapolis, and we went to sex talk. How the fuck does that happen? How the fuck does that happen?
If you catch your kid watching hentai.
Nothing. If that turns them on, then obviously I would have to talk bro, Brian, you're so. Are you okay? You good?
I'm okay. Oh, you go?
Okay. I would have that talk that's not real,
Uh-huh.
But if that that turns you on, okay, but just don't get addicted to it,
I'll send him some. I'll tell my kid, here's some classics.
Or I'd be talk to Brian. Talk to your Uncle Brian about it.
Do you want me to talk to them about it? I'll be hey.
I don't know. It depends how you turn out, Brian. if you're still single with no kids, yeah, let's not talk to Uncle Brian about that.
Oh,
I'm just being on it. I'm keeping it on
I
it,
was gonna say something
man.
else, but I retract from that. But I'll be like, Samuel Jackson. You watch hentai too, so.
I do remember you sending me something about that. Is he married?
I have no idea. I mean, he's an actor, so I hope so.
I mean, who knows?
If not, we're all fucked. Like like how Will Smith's wife basically fucked her son's best friend or something like that. I would have been like, fuck, bro. Imagine that walking into your... Or not even walking into it, just hearing about it, like her confessing it to you on like a podcast saying like, hey, whenever we split up...
Entanglement.
Whenever we had our entanglement...
Divorced.
I funked our son's best friend.
Yeah, divorced, man. What the fuck?
Fuck, bro. Honestly, I think I would have crashed out.
What's a crash out?
I think I
For
would have
you.
murdered a bitch.
Yo, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think you want to say that here.
That was a joke, okay? 100% joke. So the court sees this like in 5, 20 years, or 30 years. It was a joke. It was a joke. But I honestly, I don't know. In reality, though, that was just an actual joke. I think I just leave, never look back. And my kid, I'll be like, "Hey, man, I know it wasn't your fault, but I'm out. I can't see
I
you.
know it wasn't your fault.
I can't look at you anymore.
Damn, you would abandon your kids?
Probably. I'll just like give up my whole life. Just leave that behind me. Just move on.
Where would you go?
I'll go somewhere.
Like where?
I'll
Mexico?
empty that bank account.
Mexico? Or
Nah.
Japan? Move to Japan?
To Japan, or I legit just move across the states, the country.
Nah, go to Japan, bro.
Japan.
Might as
Maybe.
well, bro. Fuck it.
Might as well meet some femboys.
Exactly.
Okay. So the next question is
Bro, already?
what is it? 43. Oh shit.
Already, bro?
Okay. So this is I'm not sure if it's just me, but have you been having crazy dreams?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because I want to talk about this one dream that I had, and it kind of felt like maybe I was, and like how sometimes they say dreams are a different parallel or a different dimension.
I've heard of something like that, yeah.
So basically, I was just driving, and then I just did like I think I was either doing like a U-turn,
In your dream?
like in my dreams. Yeah, this was in my dream. I did like a U-turn, or maybe I was just going straight, and the semi truck, like kind of like when it also like was doing like a turn or something like that shit. So here comes and I was just like acting like all hard and whatever, and I just kept driving. I was like, if I crash into it, I crash into it. So I crashed into it.
Oh, you're stupid, bro.
Yeah, so in reality, I wouldn't do that. I would have been like, that's a semi truck. I'm gonna kill my ass. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, Brian. You are a careful driver. Like, I know your car, has its little bumps in here, but that wasn't... you drive safe.
Yeah, I try to drive safe.
So, in your dream...
So maybe
the fact that you're, Vin Diesel,
yeah.
that hoe, makes me think, like, what would be going on in your dreams,
I
Brian?
don't okay, so this was the crazy part. Like, I remember, like, I mentioned.
Oh,
like,
if I crash into it, I crash into it, and you crash into it.
I crashed into it, yeah. So, like, the next thing I remember, it was just, like, in my dream was, like, I'm, like, outside of my car. I don't know how.
Wait, so you hit the semi, and you don't wake up?
No. Like, I wake up, I wake up in my dream. Like, I wake up, and it's, like, the next, like, scene. And it's just me on the ground, like, outside my car. Either the, like, ambulance, like, what are they called? Paramedics take me out of the car. And I'm just like, I'll look up in the sky. I'm like, oh, this shit hurts. And then they're like, yeah, you got 3 fractured ribs. Your spinal cord is all fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck? And they just started touching my ribs and, like, feeling it because they were broken. And I remember when they touch it, it's like, does this hurt? And I just like, like, no, like, I feel like I busted a nut. And I just look up in the sky, like, whenever they touched it, I just, like, whenever my eyes were, like, going back in my head or whatever you called it, I just remember like my vision's going blurry, and that's when I wake up
What the fuck? So you were almost dying,
in my dream.
and that's when you wake up?
That's when I woke up. So that's why I'm like, was that me like in a different
World?
world, or is that my future?
I hope it. Nah.
Or is that my
The
future?
Because listen, the fact that
Because I'll be driving crazy by myself.
you do?
Hell yeah!
How? I
I'm-
feel like you're just a chill guy, man.
I'll be pushing like 70
70's not that crazy, man.
on the interstate.
It's not that crazy,
No?
bro. No. What?
Fuck, that shit crazy to me. Cause it's like the highway
Bro, I be
numbers.
pushing 90 in the highway by myself.
But that's a highway though. That's the
What
highway. I be
did-
pushing 100.
Nah, what did you just say?
I like the
70
interstate.
where?
The
What
interstate.
the fuck? Like,
Isn't the interstate like this, like shit right here, like the regular road?
is an interstate really a normal road?
Isn't that what it is? Like you
I
know,
thought the
like,
interstate was part of the highway.
I thought it was like whatever. Well, then what do you call like the road right there? Like,
The streets?
well, you don't call it the streets though.
So you okay. So you be pushing 70 in the streets.
Only at night though.
That's even worse, bro.
I
That's when the
know.
crazy motherfuckers be out.
No, okay, because okay, so imagine like trying to think
Bro, I'm over here giving you props that you're a safe driver and you're doing 70 on normal streets.
but it's like not on a daily basis. It's only like maybe just when I'm like, oh, there's no
Fuck
cars
this
here.
life.
There's no what the hell? Hell no. But just there's no cars around. I'm like, fuck it.
Okay, so if this is a different Brian, I wonder what happened to that Brian that was like, oh, fuck this. If I crash, I crash. Like, what happened in his life?
Motherfucker probably died. Oh, what happened in his life? I
Yeah,
don't know.
like what happened to that Brian that made him say fuck this life?
I felt like honestly when I was in the dreams, I felt like I was like on drugs. So I was like, but I felt like
Why do you feel like
no,
you
no.
were on drugs?
I think I felt like I was like drinking, like I was drunk, like in the dream. Felt like not drugs, but
what
drunk.
pissed you off to say fuck this life?
I didn't say like, and then
But you said if I crash, I crash. That's not saying fuck your life.
It was more like road rage. Road rage. I want to say it was like more like road rage. I do have road rage
No, so do I. But I don't think I would ever be mad enough to be like, oh, if
because
I
I
crash,
think
I crash.
in my dream like they cut me off or something like that. So I was like, bye. So that I don't know 100% sure like exactly.
Oh my god. So
Like,
bro, so
cause
you're-
that's the dream though. Because in reality, my road rage is just yelling at them, or at my car though. But in reality, I would never like crash into anybody
Okay,
like that.
So the fact that you said if I crash, I crash.
yeah,
Was it because you realized you were in a dream, or were you just like?
fuck no, I don't know. It's a dream, so I didn't really realize. What
Sometimes
was
I
happening.
do. Sometimes you realize you're in a dream.
I feel like anytime I realize I was in a dream, I wake up.
Sometimes it does happen, yes. But Brian, I don't know. Like you just seem like a chill guy for someone to be like, if I crash, I crash.
If I crash, I crash.
Yo, that took me out.
I want to say like that sounds about right. What I would do, like I like something because Sometimes in
now
life-
you're worrying me, Brian.
sometimes in life I'm just like
Should we take your car away?
no. Sometimes if I like sometimes like in general I'm just like man. If I just die right now, then
That sounds like suicidal now, bro. I'm gonna
Then
have to
I-
report your ass.
then I'm like, you know, I kind of I didn't live the best life, but I didn't live a I guess bad life
So
either.
You're just ready to go?
I want to be. I'm not ready to go because I'm scared of dying. Fuck that shit.
Okay,
But,
but what are you trying to say here?
but I'm just saying, like, if there's like
If your
one
time
day,
comes, like, what do you mean?
like, if you just say if some motherfucker shot me or something like that, I'm like looking.
So
in
what?
the
You're just not
air.
gonna try and survive?
Depends though. If that shit go through my heart, I'm like, fuck, bro, I'm fucked. If I die, I'm gonna die right here. Cause sometimes you just gotta accept the fact that you can't do anything about it.
Oh man, see, don't put me in that place, bro.
Cause you can't do anything.
Especially at this state, don't put me in that place, bro.
Like imagine like you're like whenever you like were like with Noah on the plane and
Hey,
all that plane
man.
crashes happening.
I trust my man Noah.
No, you can trust Noah, but it'll always be like something wrong
Technical
with the plans.
issues or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, now that'd be the worst, bro. 'cause
Like imagine you
that'd
can't
be the
do
worst
anything.
death. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So your plane is just falling down, and you have whatever, a few minutes to live.
Yeah. And like, you know, some people just what I've heard some people say, they just like everybody just accepted their fate and they didn't even cry or anything like that. They would just hold each other's hands or just hold each other, and they just were ready to embrace it.
Brian, don't talk to me about this right now. And that shit died.
That shit died. All right. Oh yeah. So the 50-minute mark. So now we know when it dies. So
Brian, don't talk to me about that part, man. Like
damn.
now you got me thinking. Like damn, bro.
All right. So this segment is of course the camera dying. So this is after the pod. After the exclusive. So we'll get into the deeper stuff.
Is this not going on YouTube?
Not this part, no.
Okay. So now we can get rated R.
Rated R. Yeah, so...
You had more questions, didn't you?
Yeah, another question is... Oh, the second dream...
I'll say this, man. I feel like Indianapolis is going to a shit. Indianapolis being shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to a shithole.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I want to move out.